going on, guys? Avengers Endgame. We're going to review this time of the SH Figuarts Ronin. Here's a look at the box. It's pretty cool. It's a slim little box. This is Avengers Endgame. Got some pictures of Ronin on the back. And no disrespect to the company, but these poses don't really do the figure any justice. You kind of have to get it in hand. You'll see what I mean when I review the figure. Here's a look at the accessories. This one is him looking to the right. They've been doing this recently. I think it looks pretty cool. And then you got him looking straight forward. And then all these swords and sheaths represent the fight scene that he had in Tokyo, which I think is pretty cool. This one is the sword that he had in the battle. Then this one is him when he was holding the sheath in his hand before he actually started fighting. This one's pretty cool. And then this actually plugs into the figure's back. And I'll get into that in a second. So it plugs in like that. And don't push it that way because it comes off really easily. If you just leave it alone, it kind of stays on there. And then this one has the sword in there. I'm pretty sure he's dual wielding, where he has two swords on each side. But this one you can actually plug into the back as well. He also comes with some interchangeable hands. With these two fists. And it comes with two open palms. There's a nice goldish, tannish trim in the palm, which I think is pretty cool. And then you got these hands where he can hold his sword. Taking a look at Ronin, this figure is awesome. I remember seeing the scene in Endgame where he's in Tokyo and just being astonished with that scene. Just a really well done scene. And I knew I wanted this figure, but not immediately. I just wanted to wait till it went on sale a little bit, and shout out to Fair Black. He actually sold it to me for a pretty good price. And yeah, man, this figure is really cool. It's one of those figures we have to get it in hand to really appreciate it. So looking at this head sculpt, looks like Jeremy Renner. They're doing this photo real tech, which I think works pretty well with these figures nowadays. Like the hood. It is a little annoying. It looks good, don't get me wrong, but whenever I want to have them looking left and right, or down in toy photography or anything like that, I have to remove the hood itself, which it's held up by these little prongs, and it plugs in there. And I kind of have to do what I gotta do and then put the hood back on. It gets a little annoying, but it's not really that big of a deal. But all the gold throughout the figure looks really cool. You can see the zipper there. All this stuff looks really cool. I just love the gold that they have. And it's pretty film accurate as well. Even the mesh. That's another thing that's annoying. The sword keeps falling off. The mesh looks pretty cool. The knee pads. All the stuff is really, really nice. He has a little dagger right here. I like how all the patterns are consistent with the sheath and this dagger right here. It's pretty nice. Skirt piece even has some gold trims there. Really nice, man. And he holds the swords very well. I thought he would, it would be a little loose, but it's not really that at all. This is how that looks. It's pretty good. So doing a little rundown of the articulation, the head moves up. Doesn't really move up too far. Moves down, side to side, left and right. Arm moves back and forth. Now, I've seen some reviews where this arm completely comes off, and I haven't had that problem with this figure, but again, I don't want to have that problem. So just be careful when you're moving it up all the way. So with the arm, single joint at the elbow, and it swivels. The hand moves up and down, it swivels, and then moves left and right. He has a diaphragm joint, side to side, left and right. Waist swivel, crunches forward and back. Moves side to side, leg moves forward, back, and out. It doesn't have the drop down method like most SH Figuart figures do. It's a single joint at the knee. It doesn't really move side to side. I thought it did for a second. Could have almost broken my figure. And the foot moves side to side. You kind of have to be careful here. Moves up this far, but it doesn't really move back. And if you move it back any farther than this, the foot will come out. Easy fix. And he has an ankle pivot, and he has toe articulation. So pretty decent articulation on this figure. If you're looking for really nice ninja poses. You can get him in some, but I mean, it's a little difficult, but you can get him in some pretty cool ninja poses. Quick little size comparison. Here is next to an articulated icon, and I think these two work really well next to each other. Ronin's a little shorter, but at the same time, articulated icons are shorter figures, so I think these two work great with each other. And here is next to Captain America, and these two are from the same line. This is the Civil War Captain America, but at the same time, Captain America is a taller man, and Hawkeye is a average size human being, so it does work for what they were trying to do. And I am getting the SH Figuarts Hawkeye, which I'm pretty excited about, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the same mold, so I'm looking forward to that. Here is next to the Marvel Legends Ronin, and I hate when people do this, but I hate when people say that a figure from another line is better than a figure from another line. For example, I do like this Ronin figure a lot. I do like posing him a little more than I like posing this figure, but that doesn't mean that this figure right here is garbage. That doesn't mean that this figure is garbage either way. I like both of them in their own respects. I do like the height of this figure. Obviously, I do like the articulation on this guy. But at the same time, I just have a better time posing this figure around. But this figure is pretty cool as well. And, I mean, this one's a little more film accurate. But at the same time, Hasbro can only do so much with the concept art that they're given. And we know that with the MCU, they end up changing stuff the last minute or whatever. But, I mean, both these figures are really cool. So Ronin came out really cool. I'm really glad with how this guy came out. Recommend that you guys pick it up. He's pretty easy to get online, but pretty decent figure. Alright guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace.